The state of sleep is not merely a period of rest for your physical body. It is a gateway to the realm of infinite possibilities where your consciousness merges with the divine creative force of the universe. It is in this state that you have the power to plant the seeds of your desires and watch them grow into manifestation. Let us begin by understanding the nature of reality. The world you see around you is not the cause of your experience, but the effect. It is the outpicturing of your inner states of consciousness. Every circumstance, every person, every experience in your life is a reflection of your own thoughts and beliefs. When you grasp this fundamental truth, you realize that manifesting your desires is not about changing something external. It is about changing your inner state, your consciousness. And there is no more powerful time to do this than in the moments before sleep. Why is this so? Because as you drift off to sleep, your conscious mind begins to quiet. The chatter of your daily thoughts subsides and you enter a state of increased suggestibility. In this state, the seeds you plant in your subconscious mind take root more easily and grow more rapidly. Now, you might be wondering, how exactly do I ask the universe before sleep? This is an excellent question, and it brings us to the heart of our discussion. The key lies in what I call the lullaby method. Imagine for a moment that you are putting the child to sleep. You wouldn't shout or argue with the child. You wouldn't fill their mind with worries or doubts. Instead, you would speak softly, soothingly. You would tell them comforting stories and sing gentle lullabies. This is precisely how you must treat your own consciousness as you prepare for sleep. You must soothe your mind with thoughts of your desire fulfilled. You must lull yourself to sleep with the sweet song of your wish accomplished. But let me be clear, this is not about making empty affirmations or engaging in wishful thinking. It is about assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It is about entering the state of the person who already has what you desire. Consider this. If you had already manifested your desire, how would you feel as you drifted off to sleep? Would you be filled with gratitude, with joy, with a sense of peace and contentment? This is the feeling you must capture and maintain as you fall asleep. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, how can I feel as though my wish is fulfilled when my current reality shows me the opposite? This, my dear friends, is where faith comes in. But not blind faith. Faith based on understanding the law. You see, your physical reality is nothing more than the outpicturing of your past assumptions. It is the harvest of seeds you have previously sown in your consciousness. To change your reality, you must plant new seeds. You must assume a new state of being. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are planting these new seeds. You are assuming the state of one who already has what they desire. And as you persist in this state night after night, your outer world has no choice but to conform to this new inner conviction. This is the true meaning of the biblical phrase, ask and it shall be given you. It is not a plea to an external deity. It is a reminder of your own divine creative power. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are declaring your desire as an accomplished fact to your own subconscious mind, which is one with the universal mind. Now, let us address a common misconception. Many believe that to manifest their desires, they must visualize every detail of how it will come to pass. But I tell you now, this is not necessary and can even be counterproductive. Your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The infinite intelligence of the universe will take care of the how in ways far beyond what your limited conscious mind can conceive. Think of it like this: when you order something online, you don't concern yourself with the logistics of how it will be delivered. You simply place the order and trust that it will arrive. The same principle applies when you ask the universe before sleep. You place your order with the cosmic catalog, so to speak, and then you let go and trust in its delivery. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of letting go. After you have assumed the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you must release it. You must fall asleep in this state without anxiety or doubt about its manifestation. This letting go is not indifference. It is supreme confidence. It is the knowing that your desire is already yours and in the realm of imagination, which is the very substance of reality. As you sleep, your subconscious mind goes to work, aligning all the necessary forces to bring about the manifestation of your desire. Now let us explore the concept of revision. Often the last thoughts before sleep are a review of the day's events. Most people replay their day as it occurred, reinforcing any negative experiences or feelings. But I say to you, this is a missed opportunity for creation. Instead of accepting the day as it appeared to your senses, revise it. Replay the events of your day as you would have liked them to be. Did you have a difficult conversation? Reimagine it going smoothly and positively. Did you face a challenge? See yourself overcoming it with ease and grace. This practice of revision before sleep is powerful because it impresses upon your subconscious mind a new version of version. And remember, your subconscious does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. By revising your day, you are literally rewriting your past and consequently reshaping your future. Let us now address the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is not just a polite sentiment, it is a powerful creative force. When you are truly grateful, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire in your abyss. You are affirming its reality even before it manifests in the physical realm. As you ask the universe before sleep, cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Be thankful not just for what you can see and touch, but for the unseen blessings that are even now unfolding in your life. Give thanks for the wisdom that guides you, the love that surrounds you, and the power that resides within you. This gratitude aligns you with the frequency of your desire, speeding up its manifestation. It puts you in a state of receptivity, opening you to receive even greater blessings. Now, let us discuss the importance of persistence. Asking the universe before sleep is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a nightly ritual that you must maintain until your desire manifests in your physical reality. Some nights, it will be easy to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Other nights you may struggle. Your current circumstances may seem to shout louder than your imagination. But I say to you, persist. For it is in these moments of challenge that your faith is tested and strengthened. Remember, your current physical reality is the effect of your past thoughts and assumptions. It has no power to create your future unless you give it that power through your attention and belief. Persist in your new assumption night after night and watch as your world transforms to match your inner state. Let us now explore the concept of the law of assumption in more depth. This law states that if you assume a state and persist in it, it must manifest in your physical reality. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are invoking this law. You are assuming the state of one who already has what they desire. As you fall asleep in this assumed state, you are impressing it upon your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, being intimately connected to the universal mind, begins to rearrange the cosmic forces to bring about the manifestation of your desire. Now, some of you might be wondering about the significance of the number 7 in this process. In many spiritual traditions, 7 is considered a number of completion, of divine perfection. And indeed, I have found that persisting in your desired state for 7 nights often brings about a shift in consciousness that leads to manifestation. But let me be clear, this is not a hard and fast rule. Some desires may manifest more quickly, while others may take longer. The key is not to focus on a specific time frame, but to persist in your assumption until it hardens into fact. Let us now address the concept of everyone is pushed out. This principle states that everyone in your world is a reflection of your consciousness. The way people treat you, the opportunities that come your way, Even the seemingly random events in your life, all are reflections of your state of being. As you ask the universe before sleep and assume the state of your wish fulfilled, you may find that people in your life begin to act differently towards you. Opportunities may suddenly appear. Synchronicities may become more frequent. This is because you are changing your inner world, and consequently your outer world must change to match it. Now let us discuss the power of your imagination in this process. Your imagination is not mere fantasy or daydreaming. It is God in action within you. It is the creative power through which all things are made. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are engaging this divine creative power. You are using your imagination to create a new reality. And as you fall asleep, immersed in this imaginal act, you are allowing it to work unimpeded by the doubts and limitations of your conscious mind. Remember, your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. To your subconscious, the imaginal act is the reality. And as your subconscious accepts this new reality, it goes to work to bring it into your physical experience. Let us now explore the concept of the state akin to sleep. This is a state of relaxed awareness, similar to the drowsy state you experience just before falling asleep or just after waking. In this state, your conscious mind is quiet and you have easier access to your subconscious. You can enter this state at any time during the day to reinforce your nightly practice. Simply find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and relax your body. Then assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, just as you do before sleep. This practice during the day can greatly enhance the effectiveness of your nightly ritual. It allows you to maintain the state of your wish fulfilled more consistently, speeding up its manifestation. Now, let us address the importance of detachment. This might seem contradictory to what we've been discussing about assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. But detachment, in this context, means releasing your anxious attachment to the outcome. When you ask the universe before sleep, do so with the calm assurance of one who knows their desire is already fulfilled. Don't think of your desire as something you lack and are desperately trying to acquire. Think of it as something that is already yours, that you are told to be allowing to manifest in your physical reality. This detachment allows the universe to work out the how and when of your manifestation. Remember, the intelligence that keeps your heart beating and the planets orbiting is infinitely more capable of bringing about your desire than your conscious mind. Let us now discuss the role of emotion in this process. Emotion is the fuel that gives life to your imaginal acts. It's not enough to simply visualize your desire or repeat affirmations before sleep. You must feel the reality of it. As you ask the universe before sleep, engage all your senses. If you're manifesting a new home, feel the keys in your hand. Smell the fresh paint. Hear the sound of your footsteps echoing in your new space. The more real you can make it in your imagination, the more powerfully it will impress upon your subconscious mind. Now let us address the concept of living in the end. This means experiencing your desire as a present fact, not a future possibility. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are not pleading for something to happen tomorrow or next week or next year. You are acknowledging the reality of your desire now. This state of living in the end collapses time. It brings your desire into the present moment, making its manifestation inevitable. Remember, in the realm of imagination where all creation takes place, there is no time. Your desire is fulfilled the moment you assume the feeling of its fulfillment with conviction. Let us explore the concept of the Sabbath. In this context, the Sabbath is not about a particular day of the week, but about a state of mind. It is a state of complete rest from all effort, a state of knowing that your work is done. After you have asked the universe before sleep, enter this sabbath state. Rest in the certainty that your desire is fulfilled. Release all anxiety, all need to make it happen. Know that the Lord is at work, and your only task now is to sleep in peace. Now, let us discuss the importance of your self-concept in this process. Your self-concept is the sum total of your beliefs about who you are. As you ask the universe before sleep, you are not just manifesting external circumstances. You are manifesting a new version of yourself. See yourself as the person who naturally has and experiences what you desire. This is not pretense or self-deception. It is aligning yourself with your true divine nature, which is limitless and abundantly supplied. Let us address the concept of resistance. As you practice asking the universe before sleep, you may encounter resistance. Old beliefs and habits may try to reassert themselves. You may find your mind wandering to thoughts of lack or limitation. Do not fight this resistance. Remember, what you resist persists. Instead, gently but firmly return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Know that this resistance is simply the old man dying away as the new man is born. Now let us explore the concept of the law of reversed effort. This law states that the harder you try to achieve something, the more you push it away. This is why the state of sleep is so powerful for manifestation. In sleep, you release all effort and allow the natural forces of creation to work unimpeded. As you ask the universe before sleep, do so with ease and naturalness. Don't strain or struggle to maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Simply relax into it, as easily as you relax into sleep. Let us discuss the importance of consistency in this practice. Asking the universe before sleep is not something you do once and then forget about. It is a nightly ritual, a way of life. Even after you see evidence of your desire manifesting in your physical reality, continue this practice. For there is no end to the good you can create in your life and in the world. Each night is an opportunity to plant new seeds of creation in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Now let us address the concept of divine timing. Often when we hold tightly to our desires, we create resistance to their natural unfolding. We try to force things to happen on our timeline, but the universe operates on its own divine timing, which is always perfect. As you ask the universe before sleep, release your attachment to when your desire will manifest. Trust that it will come at the perfect time in the perfect way. Your job is simply to maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled and allow the universe to take care of the details. Let us explore the concept of the mirror principle. This principle states that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. As you practice asking the universe before sleep, pay attention to the changes you see in your external reality. These are reflections of the changes happening within you. Even small shifts in your outer world are signs that your inner work is taking effect. Celebrate these signs, for they are proof that the law is working in your life. Now let us discuss the power of your words. Your words are not just sounds or symbols. They are creative forces. As you ask the universe before sleep, be mindful of the words you use, both in your inner dialogue and in your speech throughout the day. Speak as though your desire is already fulfilled. Use phrases that affirm the reality of your desire. Remember, your words are seeds planted in the fertile soil of the universe. Make sure you're planting seeds of what you want to grow in your life. Let us address the importance of forgiveness in this process. Holding on to resentment, anger, or blame keeps you energetically tied to past experiences. It keeps you vibrating at a lower frequency, attracting more experiences that match that lower energy. As you ask the universe before sleep, practice forgiveness of others and of yourself. Release any grudges or negative feelings. This frees up your energy to focus fully on your desired state. Now let us explore the concept of the quantum field. In quantum physics, we understand that everything is energy and possibility. Your desires already exist as potentials in this quantum field. When you ask the universe before sleep, you are aligning yourself with the version of reality where your desire is fulfilled. Understand that you are not creating something from nothing. You are selecting a reality from infinite possibilities. Your job is to align your consciousness with the reality you desire to experience. Let us discuss the role of action in this process. While the primary work of manifestation happens in your consciousness, inspired action often plays a part. As you practice asking the universe before sleep, you may find yourself naturally inspired to take certain actions during your waking hours. Follow these inspirations. They are the bridge of incidents leading to the manifestation of your desire. But remember, the actions themselves are not creating your desire. They are simply the means through which your desire, already fulfilled in consciousness, expresses itself in the physical world. Now let us address the concept of letting go once more. After you have asked the universe before sleep, you must let go. This doesn't mean forgetting about your desire. It means releasing the anxious need for it, the fear that it won't manifest. Letting go is an act of trust. It is knowing that once you have planted the seed of your desire in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, it must grow. Your job is not to dig up the seed every day to check on its progress, but to water it with your continued faith and assumption of its fulfillment. Let us explore the power of persistence in this practice. Asking the universe before sleep is not a one-time evently ritual that you must learn until your desire manifests in your physical reality. Some nights it will be easy to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Other nights you may struggle. Your current circumstances may seem to shout louder than your imagination. But I say to you, persist. For it is in these moments of challenge that your faith is tested and strengthened. Remember, your current physical reality is the effect of your past thoughts and assumptions. It has no power to create your future unless you give it that power through your attention and belief. Now, let us discuss the importance of living from the end. As you ask the universe before sleep, you are not pleading for something to happen in the future. You are acknowledging the reality of your desire now. This state of living from the end collapses time. It brings your desire into the present moment, making its manifestation inevitable. Remember, in the realm of imagination where all creation takes place, there is no time. Your desire is fulfilled the moment you assume the feeling of its fulfillment with conviction. Let us address the role of gratitude in this process once more. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a state of being. When you are truly grateful, you are acknowledging the presence of your desire in your life. You are affirming its reality, even before it manifests in the physical realm. As you ask the universe before sleep, cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Be thankful not just for what you can see and touch, but for the unseen blessings that are even now unfolding in your life. In conclusion, remember that asking the universe before sleep is not about begging or pleading with some external force. It is about aligning yourself with the infinite creative power within you. It is about recognizing that you are one with the universe and that your desires are the universe's way of expressing itself through you. Trust in the law. Have faith in your own divine nature. And above all, persist in the state of knowing that your desires are already fulfilled. Go forth and create consciously, for the power is within you. The entire universe is at your command. You need only to ask before sleep. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and allow your good to flow to you. And so it is. Let us delve deeper into this revelation. You see, each one of you carries within you a divine spark, a light so brilliant that it cannot be contained. It is the essence of your being, the core of your existence. This light is not something external to you, nor is it something you need to acquire or earn. It is you in your purest, most authentic form. For too long, many of you have allowed this light to be dimmed by the shadows of doubt, fear, and limitation. You have listened to the whispers of the world that tell you to shrink, to conform, to settle for less than what you truly are. But I say to you now, those days are over. The time has come for you to fully embrace the radiance within you. Imagine, if you will, a dark room. It matters not how vast this darkness may seem. For the moment you light a single candle, the darkness begins to recede. Your inner light is far more powerful than any candle. It is a beacon, a sun unto itself. As you allow this light to shine forth, you will find that the darkness of your doubts and fears cannot withstand its brilliance. Now, let us consider the phrase "they are alerted." Who are these mysterious they that I speak of? They are not external entities or judgmental forces waiting to scrutinize your every move. No, they are the infinite possibilities that exist within the universe. They are the dormant potentials within you that have been waiting for this very moment to spring into action. When your light shines at its fullest, it sends a signal across the vastness of existence. It alerts the very fabric of reality that you are ready. Ready for what, you might ask? Ready to step into the fullness of your being. Ready to claim the life that has been waiting for you. Ready to become the person you have always known deep down that you could be. This alertness, this awakening, it ripples out from you in all directions. It touches the lives of those around you, inspiring them to recognize their own light. It reaches into the future, shaping the events and circumstances that are yet to come. It even stretches into the past, reframing your memories and experiences in the light of this new understanding. My friends, this alertness is not something to fear or shy away from. It is a celebration, a cosmic acknowledgement of your readiness to step into your power. Embrace it fully, for it heralds the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Now let us explore the profound significance of the words "this was meant to find you." Know. There is a divine timing to all things in the universe. Just as a seed requires the right conditions to sprout and grow, so too does your awakening require the perfect moment to unfold. This moment, right here and now, is that perfect time. It is no coincidence that you are hearing these words, that you are feeling stirring within your soul. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, has orchestrated this precise moment for you to receive this message. Think back on your life, on the path that has led you to this very instant. Every experience, every challenge, every triumph, and every setback, they have all been preparation for this moment. Nothing has been wasted. Nothing has been in vain. All of it has been leading you here to this awakening, to this recognition of your inner light. You might ask, why now? Why not earlier or later? The answer, my dear friends, is simply yet profound. You are ready now in a way that you have never been before. Your experiences have shaped you, your challenges have strengthened you, and your triumphs have given you the confidence to take this next step. The now is all we ever truly have. The past is but a memory, the future a dream. But this moment, this precious now, is where your power lies. It is in this now that you can choose to let your light shine at its brightest. It is in this now that you can alert the universe to your readiness. It is in this now that you can step into the fullness of your being. Let us delve deeper into the nature of this light within you. It is not merely a metaphor or a poetic notion. This light is the very essence of your consciousness, the core of your awareness. It is the part of you that observes, that experiences, that knows. This light of consciousness is eternal and unchanging. It has been with you since the moment of your birth, and it will remain with you until your last breath and beyond. It is the constant amidst the ever-changing landscape of your life. Circumstances may shift, emotions may come and go, Thoughts may arise and pass away, but this light of awareness remains steadfast. When I say that your light is shining, I am speaking of a fundamental shift in your relationship with this inner radiance. It is a shift from identifying solely with the content of your experience, your thoughts, emotions, and sensations, to recognizing yourself as the awareness in which all these experiences arise. As your light shines brighter, you begin to see the world through new eyes. The problems and challenges that once seemed insurmountable begin to appear as opportunities for growth and transformation. The limitations that you once accepted as unchangeable truths reveal themselves as mere illusions, ready to dissolve in the brilliance of your awakened consciousness. This shining light within you has the power to transform not only your inner world, but also the world around you. As you move through life with this heightened awareness, you become a beacon for others. Your presence alone can inspire change, can awaken others to their own inner light. Now let us turn our attention to the concept of being alerted. This alertness is not a state of anxious vigilance or constant stress. Rather, it is a state of heightened awareness, of being fully present and alive to the richness of each moment. When you are truly alert, you are able to perceive the world with clarity and freshness. You see beyond the surface appearances of things to the deeper truths that lie beneath. This alertness allows you to respond to life with wisdom and grace rather than merely reacting based on old patterns and conditioning. Being alerted also means being open to the messages and signs that the universe is constantly sending your way. These messages can come in many forms: a chance encounter, a book that falls open to just the right page, a sudden insight or intuition. When you are alert, you are able to recognize and act upon these divine nudges, allowing yourself to be guided towards your highest good. Moreover, this state of alertness extends beyond your individual self. As your light shines brighter, it sends ripples through the collective consciousness of humanity. You become part of a growing wave of awakening that is sweeping across the planet. Your individual transformation contributes to the transformation of the whole. This brings us to the profound truth that this was meant to define you now. There is a divine orchestration at play in the universe, a cosmic dance in which each of us has a unique and irreplaceable role. Your awakening, your shining light, your state of alertness, all of these are not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of all. You see, my dear friends, you are not separate from the universe. You are not isolated individuals struggling against a hostile world. You are integral parts of the cosmic whole, expressions of the infinite consciousness that permeates all of existence. When I say that this message was meant to find you now, I am pointing to the perfect timing of the universe. You are hearing these words, feeling this awakening at precisely the right moment, not just for you, but for the entire tapestry of existence. Imagine, if you will, a vast and intricate tapestry. Each thread in this tapestry represents a light, a consciousness, a journey. Your thread, with its unique colors and textures, is woven into this grand design in a way that is absolutely perfect. The moment of your awakening, the shining of your light, creates a brilliant gleam in this tapestry that affects the entire pattern. This precious moment of realization is a confluence of countless factors and influences. It is the result of every choice you have ever made, every experience you have ever had, combined with the choices and experiences of every other being in existence. It is a moment that has been in preparation since the beginning of time. Let us explore further the implications of your light shining and the universe being alerted to your awakening. This alertness is not a one-time event, but the beginning of a new way of being in the world. From this moment forward, you have the opportunity to live in a state of constant communion with the divine intelligence that permeates all of existence. As your light shines brighter, you will find that the world responds to you in new and wonderful ways. Opportunities that you never could have imagined will present themselves. Relationships will deepen and become more meaningful. Your work, whatever it may be, will take on a new sense of purpose and fulfillment. This is because when your light shines at its brightest, you are in alignment with the fundamental creative force of the universe. You become a clear channel through which divine inspiration can flow. Ideas, insights, and inspirations will come to you with increasing frequency and clarity. But remember, my dear friends, with this awakening comes a great responsibility. As your light shines brighter, as the universe is alerted to your presence, you have a duty to use this heightened awareness for the highest good of all. You are being called to be a force for positive change in the world, to use your unique gifts and talents in service of something greater than yourself. This doesn't mean you need to dramatically change your external circumstances or take on some grand, world-changing mission, unless, of course, you feel called to do so. Rather, it means bringing the light of your awakened consciousness to everything you do, no matter how seemingly small or insignificant. It means treating each person you encounter with kindness and respect, recognizing the divine light within them. It means approaching your work, whatever it may be, with dedication and integrity. It means making choices that are aligned with your highest values and the greatest good for all. As you embrace this responsibility, you will find that your life takes on a new depth of meaning and purpose. You will no longer be driven by the petty concerns of the ego, the need for validation, the fear of lack, the desire for control. Instead, you will be moved by a deeper wisdom, a profound love for life in all its forms, a desire to contribute to the evolution of consciousness on our planet. Now let us delve deeper into the significance of this message, finding you now low. The now is not just a point in time, but a gateway to the eternal. When you are fully present in the now, you step out of the stream of time and into the vast ocean of pure being. In this now, all possibilities exist simultaneously. The past, with all its joys and sorrows, its triumphs and mistakes, is no longer a burden to be carried, but a treasure trove of wisdom to be appreciated. The future, with all its hopes and fears, is no longer a source of anxiety, but a canvas upon which you can paint your grandest visions. This now is the point of power, the fulcrum upon which your entire life can turn. It is in this now that you can make the choice to let your light shine at its brightest. It is in this now that you can open yourself fully to the alertness of the universe. It is in this now that you can step into the life you were always meant to live. My dear friends, I urge you to embrace this now with all your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. Let go of any regrets about the past or worries about the future. They have no power in this eternal now. Instead, focus all your attention, all your energy on being fully present in this moment. Feel the aliveness in your body. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Observe the thoughts and emotions that pass through your awareness. And behind it all, recognize the unchanging presence of your true self, the light of pure consciousness, that is your eternal essence. As you sink deeper into this now, you may begin to experience a profound shift in your perception. The boundaries between you and the world around you may start to blur. You may feel a deep sense of connection with all of life, a recognition that you are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. This is the ultimate revelation, the deepest truth that this message was meant to awaken in you. You are not just a small, limited self struggling to survive in a vast and indifferent universe. You are the universe itself, experiencing itself through the unique perspective of your individual consciousness. Your light is shining because it is the light of the cosmos itself, focused through the lens of your particular life circumstances. They are alerted because the entire universe is becoming aware of itself through you. This message was meant to find you now, because now is the eternal moment in which all of creation is constantly unfolding. As you integrate this profound truth, your life will begin to transform in ways you can scarcely imagine. The fears and limitations that once held you back will dissolve in the light of this new understanding. The love and compassion that are your true nature will flow freely, touching and transforming everything in your life. You will begin to see that every circumstance, every encounter, every challenge is an opportunity for growth and awakening. Nothing will be wasted, nothing will be meaningless. Every moment will be filled with the potential for divine revelation. My dear friends, as we near the end of this discourse, I want to emphasize once again the profound significance of this moment. Your light is shining with a brilliance that cannot be ignored. The universe itself is alerted to your awakening. And this message, this realization was meant to find you precisely now. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not return to the old patterns of thought and behavior that have kept your life deterred. Instead, make a commitment right now to live from this new understanding. Let your light shine in every aspect of your life. Be alert to the messages and opportunities that the universe is constantly sending your way. And remember that every now is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to step into the fullness of your being. You are far more powerful than you have ever imagined. You are far more beautiful than you have ever believed. You are far more important to the unfolding of the cosmos than you have ever realized. Your light, your consciousness, your very being is an essential thread in the grand tapestry of existence. So shine, my dear friends. Shine with all the brilliance that is your true nature. Let your light illuminate the darkest corners of your own being and spread out to touch the lives of all those around you. Be alert to the magic and wonder that surrounds you at every moment. And know deep in your heart that you are exactly where you are meant to be, awakening to your true nature at precisely the right moment. This is your time. This is your moment. This now is the gateway to all that you have ever dreamed of being. Step through it with courage and conviction. Embrace the light that you are. And watch in awe as the universe responds to your awakening. As new possibilities unfold before you, as your life becomes a living testament to the power of consciousness. Remember, this message was meant to find you now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now. In this eternal present moment, you have all of the power you need to transform your life and contribute to the transformation of our world. Use this power wisely. Use it lovingly. Use it for the highest good of all. Your light is shining, my dear friends. The universe is alerted. And this was all meant to happen right now. Embrace it fully and step into the magnificent future that awaits you. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step is taken right here, right now, as you allow your light to shine at its brightest. Go forth with confidence, with joy, with an open heart and a clear mind. Let your light guide you on the path of your highest destiny. And know that as you do so, you are playing your unique and irreplaceable role in the grand symphony of cosmic evolution. Your light is shining. They are alerted. This was meant to find you now. Embrace this truth. Embody it, live it fully. And watch in wonder as your life becomes a living miracle, a testament to the infinite potential that resides within each and every one of us. Thank you for hearing these words, for opening your heart to this message. May your light continue to shine ever brighter, illuminating the path for yourself and for all those whose lives you touch. Go now and be the light that you truly are. Consider for a moment the power of your imagination. It is not merely a faculty for idle daydreams, but the very foundation of your reality. When you imagine hearing back from someone, you are not engaging in wishful thinking, but in the act of creation itself. For your imagination is God in action. And what you conceive in your mind's eye is destined to manifest in your physical world. The message you await is not bound by the limitations of time and space. It exists now in this very moment in the realm of infinite possibility. Your task is to enter into the feeling of having already received it. Feel the joy, the excitement, the satisfaction of hearing those words you long to hear. Make it real in your consciousness and watch as the world reshapes itself to match your inner vision. Many of you may doubt the power of this practice. You may think, how can my imagination influence reality? But I say to you, your imagination is reality. It is the God-given power within you to shape your world. When you truly grasp this truth, you will understand that the message you await is not coming from some external source, but from the depths of your own being. The sign you are about to receive is not a coincidence or a stroke of luck. It is the natural consequence of your own mental activity. You have planted the seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, and now it must grow and bear fruit. This is the law of your being, as immutable as the law of gravity. What you assume, you become. What you imagine, you create. Do not make the mistake of ignoring this sign when it appears, for in doing so you are ignoring the very power that created it. Embrace it fully, knowing that it is the materialization of your own divine imagination. Let it serve as proof of the creative power that resides within you, waiting to be harnessed and directed towards your heart's desires. Remember, the world is yourself pushed out. Every person, every circumstance, every event in your life is a reflection of your own consciousness. When you hear back from someone, know that it is your own self answering your call. You are the author of your life story. And this message is but one line in the grand narrative you are writing with every thought and feeling. Many of you may be wondering, but what if the message doesn't come? What if I imagine and nothing happens? To this I say, revise. If the day ends and you have not received the sign you anticipated, do not accept defeat. Instead, in your imagination, rewrite the day. See yourself receiving the message, feel the emotions associated with it. Make it so vivid and real that you cannot distinguish it from physical reality. For in truth, there is no distinction. Your imaginal act is the reality from which the physical springs forth. As you embark on this practice, you may find that your outer world begins to shift and change. People may react to you differently. Circumstances may align in unexpected ways. Do not be alarmed by these changes, for they are the natural result of your shifted consciousness. You are seeing the first fruits of your imaginal labor, the early signs that your inner vision is taking root in the fertile soil of the physical world. It is crucial that you persist in your assumption. Do not waver in your conviction that you will hear back from someone. Hold fast to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even when your senses may deny it. For your senses only show you the world that was, not the world that is becoming. Your imagination shows you the world that can be. That must be, if you but hold true to your vision. Consider the biblical story of Abraham, who was promised descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, even in his old age. Against all physical evidence, against the testimony of his senses, he held fast to the promise. He lived in the end, feeling the joy and satisfaction of being a father to multitudes. And in time, the physical world reshaped itself to match his inner conviction. You, too, are called to this level of faith. Not a blind faith in some power, but a knowing faith in the creative power of your own imagination. When you hear back from someone, it will not be because of some cosmic coincidence, but because you have decreed it to be so in the theater of your mind. As you go about your day, carry with you the feeling of having already received the message you await. Let it color your interactions, influence your decisions, shape your mood. For in doing so, you are living from the end. And this is the secret of all successful manifestation. The feeling is the secret, the key that unlocks the door to your desired reality. Do not concern yourself with the how or the when. These belong to the realm of Caesar, the world of effects. You are operating in the realm of cause, the kingdom within. Your task is not to manipulate the external world, but to impress upon your subconscious mind the reality of your desire fulfilled. The bridge of incidents, the means by which your desire will be realized, will form itself without your conscious interference. As you cultivate this practice, you may find that not only do you hear back from someone, but that your entire life begins to transform. For you are not merely changing a single event, but your entire concept of self. You are stepping into the role of conscious creator, aligning yourself with the divine power that shapes worlds. Remember, the message you await is but a symbol of a greater truth, that you are the operant power in your life. You are not a helpless victim of circumstance, but the very source from which all circumstances spring. When you truly internalize this truth, you will no longer anxiously await messages or signs from others. You will know that all power resides within you, and that the entire universe moves to fulfill your assumptions. Do not make the mistake of putting your faith in external forces. The power you seek does not reside in other people, in lucky charms, or in the alignment of the stars. It resides in you, in the infinite creative potential of your imagination. When you hear back from someone, know that it is your own voice echoing back to you from the depths of eternity. As you go forth from this place, carry with you the conviction that your imagination is creating reality moment by moment. Every thought, every feeling, every assumption is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. Paint boldly with vibrant colors and sweeping strokes. Create a masterpiece worthy of the divine artist that you are. The sign you await, the message you long to hear, is already yours in the realm of imagination. And what is imagined must be made manifest. For this is the law of your being. Do not question it. Do not doubt it. Simply live in the absolute assurance that it is done. Many of you may be tempted to share your vision with others, to seek validation or support. But I caution you against this. Your imaginal act is a sacred thing, a seed planted in the secret place of the Most High. Nurture it in silence, water it with your faith, and let it grow in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. The world will see the fruits of your labor soon enough. As you await the physical manifestation of your desire, do not become anxious or impatient. These states of mind imply that you do not yet have what you seek, and thus delay its appearance in your world. Instead, cultivate a sense of calm expectancy, the quiet assurance of a thing already possessed. Remember, time is a construct of human mind, a way of organizing experiences in a linear fashion. In the realm of imagination, all things exist now. The message you await is not coming from the future. It exists in this very moment, in the eternal now of your consciousness. Live from this timeless state and watch as the illusion of time bends to accommodate your assumption. You may find as you practice this principle that the specific person from whom you expect to hear becomes less important. For you will realize that they are but a channel through which your own assumption flows. The power does not reside in them, but in you. They are moved by your consciousness, playing the role you have assigned them in the drama of your life. Do not limit yourself by thinking that only one specific person can bring you the message you seek. The entire universe is at your command, ready to rearrange itself to match your inner vision. The message may come from an unexpected source, in an unexpected way. Be open to infinite possibilities, knowing that the how is not your concern. Your only task is to live in the end, to feel the reality of your desire fulfilled. As you go about your daily life, make it a practice to revise any events that seem to contradict your assumption. If a day passes without the expected message, do not accept this as final. In your imagination, rewrite the day. See yourself receiving the message, feel the joy and satisfaction it brings. Make this imaginal act so vivid, so real, that it supersedes the memory of the physical day. This practice of revision is not mere wishful thinking or self-delusion. It is a powerful tool for reshaping your world, for your subconscious mind does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and what you physically experience. By revising events in your imagination, you are literally rewriting your past and consequently altering your future. Many of you may wonder about the morality of using your imagination in this way. Is it right, you may ask, to manipulate reality for my own ends? But I say to you, there is no reality to manipulate outside of your own consciousness. You are not imposing your will on others, but rather awakening to the truth of your own divine nature. In doing so, you liberate not only yourself, but all those around you. As you become more adept at living from the state of the wish fulfilled, you may find that your desires begin to change. What once seemed vitally important may lose its urgency. This is a natural consequence of aligning yourself with your true nature. You are no longer driven by lack or fear, but move from a place of abundance and love. The message you await is but a stepping stone on your journey of awakening. It is a symbol of your growing awareness of the power within you. As you master this principle, you will find that you no longer need external confirmation of your assumptions. You will know with unshakable certainty that what you imagine must come to pass. Do not be discouraged if, at first, you do not see immediate results. The seed you have planted in the garden of your mind needs time to germinate and grow. Water it daily with your faith. Nurture it with your unwavering assumption. And in due time it will bear fruit. The law is infallible. What you sow, you must reap. Remember, the world is yourself pushed out. Every person you encounter, every circumstance you face is a reflection of your own consciousness. When you hear back from someone, know that it is your own self answering your call. You are the author of your life story. And this message is but one line in the grand narrative you are writing with every thought and feeling. As you go forth from this place, carry with you the absolute conviction that your imagination is creating reality moment by moment. Every thought, every feeling, every assumption is a brush stroke on the canvas of your life. Paint boldly, with vibrant colors and sweeping strokes. Create a masterpiece worthy of the divine artist that you are. The sign you await, the message you long to hear, is already yours in the realm of imagination. And what is imagined must be made manifest, for this is the law of your being. Do not question it, do not doubt it. Simply live in the absolute assurance that it is done. Many of you may be wondering about the timing of this manifestation. When you ask, will I receive this message? But I say to you, time is a construct of the human mind, an illusion born of our limited perspective. In the realm of imagination, all things exist now. Your task is not to wait for some future moment, but to enter fully into the reality of your desire fulfilled in this very instant. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing before a great mirror. This mirror reflects not your physical appearance, but the contents of your consciousness. What do you see reflected there? Do you see anxiety, doubt, fear of rejection? Or do you see the calm assurance of one who knows their desire is already fulfilled? The choice is yours. And it is a choice you make moment by moment with every thought and feeling. As you cultivate the feeling of having already received the message you await, you may find that your entire being begins to shift. You may walk differently, speak differently, interact with others in a new way. This is natural and to be expected. For you are no longer the person who is waiting to hear back from someone. You are now the person who has heard, who has received, who is living in the joyous reality of their desire fulfilled. Do not be surprised if, as you practice this principle, you begin to attract new and unexpected experiences. The message you await may come in a form you had not anticipated. It may come from a person you had not considered. This is the bridge of incidents forming itself, the means by which your assumption is made manifest in the physical world. Trust in this process, knowing that the infinite intelligence of your subconscious mind far exceeds your conscious planning. Remember, the power to create your reality does not reside in some external force, but in the very depths of your own being. You are not a powerless supplicant, begging the universe for favors. You are the universe itself, molding reality with the infinite power of your imagination. When you truly grasp this truth, you will understand that the message you await is not coming to you, but from you. As you go about your day, make it a practice to catch yourself in moments of doubt or anxiety. When you find your mind wandering to thoughts of what if or when will it happen, gently but firmly bring yourself back to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feel the joy, the relief, the satisfaction of having already received the message. Make this feeling more real to you than the evidence of your physical senses. Many of you may find this practice challenging at first. You may struggle to maintain the feeling of the wish fulfilled in the face of seeming contradictions in your physical reality. But I say to you, persist, for it is in these moments of challenge that your faith is strengthened, your imagination honed, and your creative power realized. Consider for a moment the story of the prophet Elijah, who commanded the rain to fall after years of drought. He did not stand beneath clear skies and doubt. He did not question the timing or the means. He lived in the absolute assurance that the rain was coming, so much so that he sent his servant 7 times to look for a cloud. And on the 7th time a small cloud appeared, no bigger than a man's hand. From this tiny manifestation, a great rain was born. You too are called to this level of faith. The message you await may at first appear as a small sign, a tiny cloud on the horizon of your consciousness. Do not despise these small beginnings, for from them great manifestations are born. Nurture them with your faith, water them with your unwavering assumption, and watch as they grow into the full realization of your desire. As you become more adept at living from the state of the wish fulfilled, you may find that your entire perception of reality begins to shift. What once seemed solid and immutable may reveal itself as fluid and responsive to your consciousness. This is not cause for alarm, but for celebration. For you are awakening to the true nature of reality, to the limitless creative power that resides within you. Do not make the mistake of sharing your vision with those who may doubt or discourage you. Your imaginal act is a sacred thing, a seed planted in the secret place of the Most High. Nurture it in silence, protect it from the cold winds of skepticism and disbelief. Let it grow strong in the fertile soil of your own unwavering faith. As you go forth from this place, carry with you the absolute knowing that the message you await is already yours. It exists now, in this very moment, in the eternal realm of your imagination. Your task is not to make it happen, but to align yourself with the reality of its existence. Live from that place of fulfillment and watch as the world reshapes itself to match your inner vision. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. If you find yourself constantly checking your phone, anxiously awaiting a message, know that this state of lack and anxiety is what you are creating. Instead, live as though the message has already been received. Feel the peace, the satisfaction, the completion that comes with it. This is the state from which your desire will manifest. Many of you may be wondering about the actions you should take in the physical world. Should I reach out, you ask? Should I make the first move? But I say to you, the most powerful action you can take is to act from the state of the wish fulfilled. If in your imagination you have already received the message, how would you behave? What would your demeanor be? Live from that state and let your actions flow naturally from it. As you practice living from the end, you may find that your desire begins to take on new dimensions. What started as a simple wish to hear back from someone may blossom into a deeper understanding of your own worth, your own completeness. For in truth, the fulfillment you seek does not come from outside yourself, but from the realization of your own divine nature. Do not be discouraged if at times you falter in your assumption. We are human, and it is natural for doubts to arise. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts or break yourself for having them. Simply acknowledge them, and then gently return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Each time you do this, You are strengthening your ability to consciously create your reality. Remember, the law of assumption is not a tool for controlling others or bending them to your will. It is a means of aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, of realizing your own divine nature. When you hear back from someone, it will not be because you have manipulated them, but because you have transformed yourself. You have become the person who naturally, effortlessly receives such messages. As you go forth from this place, carry with you the absolute conviction that your imagination is creating reality moment by moment. The message you await is already yours in the realm of imagination. Live from that state of fulfillment, feeling the joy and satisfaction of having received it. Let this feeling permeate your entire being, coloring your thoughts, your words, your actions. For in doing so, you are living from the end, and this is the secret of all successful manifestation. Remember, you are the operant power in your life. The entire universe moves to fulfill your assumptions. Do not put your faith in external forces or chance occurrences. Put your faith in the creative power of your own imagination. For it is not some distant deity or capricious fate that shapes your world, but the God within you, expressing itself through your thoughts and feelings. Live from this knowing and watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. The message you await is but the first step on a journey of infinite possibility and boundless creation. This will find you when you need it most. Ponder these words, for they contain within them the very essence of your being, the key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. You see, everything in your world, every circumstance, every encounter, every fleeting thought is but a reflection of your own consciousness. And it is this consciousness, this awareness of being, that is the true source of all that you experience. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. You, my dear listener, are not merely a physical body moving through space and time. You are in essence pure consciousness, the very fabric of reality itself. And it is through this consciousness that you shape and mold your entire world. Every desire, every fear, every leaf you hold dear becomes the blueprint for your life's experiences. Now you may ask, but Neville, how can this be? How can my thoughts and feelings create my reality? And to this I say, open your mind to the greatest secret of all, the law of assumption. This law, as immutable as gravity itself, states that whatever state you assume to be true must be made manifest in your world. It is not hope, not mere positive thinking, but a deep, unshakable knowing that brings your desires into being. Consider for a moment the times in your life when you've needed something most. Perhaps it was guidance, perhaps it was comfort, or perhaps it was a sudden flash of inspiration. Did you not find in those moments of greatest need that the very thing you required seemed to appear as if by magic? This, my friends, is no coincidence. It is the law of assumption at work, bringing to you exactly what you need, precisely when you need it most. But let us not mistake this for some external force, some capricious universe doling out favors. No. The power lies entirely within you. You are the operant power, the God of your universe, shaping reality through the power of your imagination. When you fully grasp this truth, when you internalize it to the very core of your being, you will understand that nothing is impossible to you. Imagine, if you will, a world where every desire of your heart is fulfilled, where every dream you've ever dared to dream becomes your living reality. This world, my friends, is not some far-off utopia. It is the very world you inhabit right now, waiting to be molded by the power of your assumption. For when you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end as though your desire were already a fact, you set in motion forces beyond your comprehension, aligning the entire universe to bring about your desired state. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I've tried positive thinking before. I've visualized, I've affirmed, and still my desires elude me. To this I say you have not yet fully embraced the law of assumption. For it is not enough to merely think positively or to visualize half-heartedly. You must feel it, live it, breathe it. You must assume the state of your wish fulfilled with such conviction that to experience anything else becomes an impossibility. Let me share with you a technique, a method so simple yet so profound that it has the power to revolutionize your entire existence. It is the technique of living from the end. In the quiet of your mind, in that still space between sleeping and waking, create a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. See it, feel it, taste it, touch it. Make it so real, so vivid that for a moment you phosphorescent your present circumstances entirely, and in that moment of forgetting you plant the seed of your new reality. But remember, my dear friends, this is not a one-time exercise. It is a way of life, a constant state of being. You must persist in your assumption, even when the outside world seems to contradict it. For the outside world is but a shadow, a reflection of past assumptions. Your true power lies in the present moment, in your ability to choose, right now, the state you wish to occupy. Consider the biblical phrase, before they call, I will answer. This is not the proclamation of some external deity, but a profound statement about the nature of consciousness itself. Your desires, your needs are already fulfilled in the realm of infinite possibility. It is your task, through the power of assumption, to bring them into your three-dimensional reality. Now you may wonder, how long must I persist? When will I see the fruits of my assumption? And to this I say, the time it takes for your assumption to become your physical reality is directly proportional to the naturalness of your assumption. When your desired state feels as natural to you as breathing, when you can no longer conceive of any other reality, then will it manifest with a speed that will astonish you. But do not be discouraged if at first you stumble, if doubt creeps in, if the old man reasserts itself. This is natural, for you are engaging in a radical transformation of consciousness. You are literally rebirthing yourself, shedding old limitations and embracing your divine nature. Persistence is key. Each time you catch yourself stepping into old patterns of thought, gently but firmly redirect your attention to the state of your wish fulfilled. Remember, my friends, that your imagination is not bound by the so-called facts of your current reality. Your imagination transcends time and space, operating in a realm where all things are possible. When you imagine lovingly on behalf of another, when you see them as they wish to be seen, you are performing the highest act of creation, for in truth there is no other. All is you pushed out. All is a reflection of your own magnificent consciousness. Let us now turn our attention to the concept of time, for it plays a crucial role in understanding how this message finds you when you need it most. Time, as you experience it in your day-to-day life, is but an illusion, a construct of the human mind. In the realm of pure consciousness, all moments exist simultaneously. The past, present, and future are one eternal now. This understanding is crucial, for it means that the moment of your greatest need and the moment of its fulfillment are one and the same. When you fully grasp this truth, you will see that there is no waiting, no striving, no desperate seeking. There is only the calm assurance that all is well, all is as it should be, all is unfolding in divine perfection. Consider the times in your life when a book has fallen open to exactly the page you needed to read, or when a chance encounter provided the very guidance you were seeking. These are not random occurrences, but perfect demonstrations of the law of assumption at work. You drew these experiences to you through your state of consciousness, through your awareness of need, and your openness to receive. Now, let us delve deeper into the mechanics of manifestation, for understanding this process will empower you to consciously create the life you desire. Every experience in your life Every person you encounter, every circumstance you find yourself in is a reflection of your dominant state of consciousness. Your world is quite literally molded by your beliefs, expectations, and assumptions. This is why two people can experience the same external event in radically different ways. One sees opportunity where another sees obstacle. One finds joy where another finds despair. The difference lies not in the event itself, but in the consciousness through which it is perceived. Understanding this, you begin to see the immense power you hold. No longer are you a victim of circumstance, buffeted about by forces beyond your control. You are the author of your life story, the director of your grand play. And with this power comes great responsibility, the responsibility to consciously choose the states you occupy, to carefully curate the assumptions you hold. But how, you may ask, does one go about changing deeply ingrained patterns of thought and belief? The answer lies in the art of revision. Each night, before you sleep, review the events of your day. But do not simply replay them as they occurred. Instead, revise them. See them unfolding as you would have wished them to unfold. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the sense of fulfillment that comes with this revised version of events. This practice serves two purposes. First, it trains your mind to focus on the desired state rather than the current reality. Second, and more profoundly, it actually rewrites your past. For remember, time is an illusion. The past exists only in your memory, and your memory can be altered through the power of imagination. As you consistently practice revision, you will find that your entire perception of life begins to shift. You will naturally gravitate towards more positive states of being, attracting experiences that align with your revised assumptions. This is how you actively participate in the creation of your reality, how you ensure that what you need most always finds you at the perfect moment. Now, let us address a question that often arises when discussing these concepts. What about other people? Can I use the law of assumption to change their behavior or circumstances? The answer, my friends, is both yes and no. Yes, in the sense that all is you pushed out. All is a reflection of your consciousness. And no, in the sense that attempting to manipulate others for personal gain is a misuse of this divine law. Instead, I urge you to see others through the eyes of love, to imagine lovingly on their behalf. See them as they wish to be seen, as their highest, most actualized selves. In doing so, you not only elevate them, but you elevate yourself. For remember, there is no other. In blessing others, you bless yourself. In seeing the divine in others, you recognize the divine within you. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. Many of you struggle with feelings of unworthiness, with the belief that you are somehow not deserving of your heart's desires. But I say to you with all the conviction of my being that you are worthy beyond measure. You are a divine being, a perfect expression of the infinite Creator, worthy of all the love, abundance, and joy that life has to offer. If you find yourself struggling with self-love, begin by assuming the state of one who is deeply loved and cherished. Feel it, live it, breathe it. As you persist in this assumption, you will find your entire world transforming to reflect this new self-concept. For the outside world can only ever show you what you hold to be true about yourself. Now let us turn our attention to the concept of detachment, for it is crucial in understanding how to navigate the path of manifestation. Many of you, in your eagerness to see your desires fulfilled, cling tightly to the outcome, anxiously awaiting signs of its manifestation. But this very anxiety, this attachment to results, creates resistance that slows the process of manifestation. True mastery lies in detachment, in the ability to plant the seed of your desire and then let it grow naturally without constantly digging it up to check its progress. This detachment comes from a place of deep trust, trust in the law, trust in the process, and most importantly, trust in yourself as the operant power in your universe. When you truly understand that your desire is already fulfilled in the realm of infinite possibility, that it is making this you through the bridge of incidents, if you can relax into a state of calm expectancy. You need not worry about the how or the when. Your only task is to maintain the assumption of your wish fulfilled, to live each day from the state of the person who already has what they desire. This state of relaxed expectancy, of knowing without anxious striving, is the fertile soil in which your desires take root and flourish. It is in this state that you become most receptive to inspiration, to divine guidance, to those seemingly miraculous coincidences that lead you effortlessly towards the fulfillment of your desires. Remember, my dear friends, that the universe is infinitely abundant. There is no lack, no limitation, except that which you impose upon yourself through your beliefs and assumptions. When you truly internalize this truth, where you live from a place of abundance rather than scarcity, you open yourself to receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. This abundance mindset extends far beyond material possessions. It encompasses love, joy, peace, creativity, all the qualities that make life rich and fulfilling. As you assume the state of one who is abundantly blessed in all areas of life, you will find that opportunities and resources flow to you effortlessly, often in ways you could never have anticipated. Now let us address a common misconception. The idea that assuming your desire fulfilled means sitting back passively and waiting for it to appear. Nothing could be further from the truth. The law of assumption is not about inaction, but inspired action. When you truly assume the state of your wish fulfilled, you naturally begin to think, feel, and act in alignment with that state. You may find yourself suddenly inspired to take a certain course of action, to reach out to a particular prodding, to explore a new opportunity. These inspired actions flow naturally from your assumed state, guiding you effortlessly towards the manifestation of your desire. The key is to remain open and receptive, to trust your intuition, and to act on these divine impulses when they arise. Remember, every desire that arises within you carries within it the seed of its own fulfillment. The very fact that you can conceive of a desire means that you have the capacity to bring it into manifestation. Your task is not to make it happen through force of will, but to align your consciousness with the fulfillment of that desire, to become in imagination the person who already has what you seek. As you go about your daily life, practicing the law of assumption, you will begin to notice a profound shift in your perception of reality. The world around you will seem more vibrant, more alive with possibility. Synchronicities will abound, doors will open where before there were only walls. This is the natural result of aligning your consciousness with the infinite creative power of the universe. But remember, my friends, that this journey of conscious creation is not about accumulating possessions or achieving worldly success. While these things may come as a natural byproduct of your expanded consciousness, the true goal is the realization of your divine nature, the full expression of your infinite potential. As you master the art of living from the end, of assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you will find that your desires themselves begin to evolve. No longer will you be driven by lack or fear, but by a deep desire to express your unique gifts, to contribute to the world in meaningful ways, to experience the fullness of life in all its magnificent variety. This evolution of desire is a natural part of your spiritual growth. As you align more fully with your true nature, as you embrace your role as a conscious creator, you will find yourself drawn to experiences and pursuits that bring you into greater harmony with the divine flow of life. Now let us address a question that often arises as one begins to consciously apply the law of assumption. What about setbacks and challenges? How do I maintain my assumption in the face of apparent failure or disappointment? This, my friends, is where your faith is truly tested, where the rubber meets the road in your journey of conscious creation. Remember that what appears to be a setback or failure is often a necessary part of the bridge of incidents leading to the fulfillment of your desire. The universe always moves in the most efficient way possible to bring about your assumed state. What may seem like a detour or delay from your limited human perspective may in fact be the perfect unfolding of events to lead you to your desired outcome. In these moments of apparent setback, it is crucial to redouble your efforts in maintaining your assumption. Do not be swayed by appearances, for they are but shadows of past beliefs. Instead, stand firm in your conviction, knowing that your desired state is already a reality in the realm of infinite possibility, making it your three-dimensional experience. Use these moments as opportunities to strengthen your faith, to deepen your understanding of the law. For it is often in our darkest moments that our greatest breakthroughs occur, when we are forced to dig deep and find reserves of faith and resilience we never knew we possessed. Remember, too, that the law of assumption operates with mathematical precision. There is no room for doubt or uncertainty in its operation. When you assume a state, the entire universe conspires to bring it into manifestation. Your only task is to persist in that assumption, to live from that state with unwavering faith, regardless of external circumstances. As you continue on this journey of conscious creation, you will find that your entire relationship with life begins to shift. No longer will you see yourself as a small, powerless being at the mercy of external forces. Instead, you will recognize yourself as the divine creator of your reality, shaping your world through the power of your consciousness. This shift in perspective brings with it a profound sense of peace and empowerment. For when you truly understand that you are the author of your life story, that you have the power to rewrite any aspect of your experience at any moment, fear and anxiety naturally fall away. In their place arises a deep sense of trust in the perfection of life's unfolding. But with this power comes great responsibility. As you become more adept at consciously creating your reality, you must also become more mindful of the states you occupy, the assumptions you hold. For remember, the law is impartial. It will bring into manifestation whatever state you assume, whether positive or negative. This is why it is crucial to cultivate a practice of self-awareness, to become the vigilant observer of your own thoughts and feelings. Catch yourself when you slip into negative states, when you entertain doubts or fears. Gently but firmly redirect your attention to the state of your wish fulfilled. With practice, this redirection becomes second nature, a natural reflex of your awakened consciousness. As you master this art of conscious living, you will find that your life becomes a joyous adventure, a grand exploration of the infinite possibilities that exist within you. Every day becomes an opportunity to experience new aspects of your divine nature, to express more fully the unique gifts you have to offer the world.